Hey guys, it's Akam here, back with the fifth video of the Python Basics course on my channel, and I've never figured out how to pronounce that correctly quickly. And I know, it's been a long while. It's been around 3 months since I made my last video. I'm really sorry, and I'm back, and I hope you guys accept my apology, and let's just get straight into it. Now, I did mention in the last video that we're going to be doing functions this video, but we're going to be doing if-else statements because that's something else I want to cover. Now, let's create a new project. Let's call it if-else. Now, in if-else statements, now looks like that's file already been used. I don't know when. So, anyways, let's just call the file if-else statement. And now, when let's say you asked a certain input and you're looking for a certain response from the user. Now, when the condition is met, when like they give a certain response that you're gonna do something specific if a certain response is given. Now, how do you do that? For that, you use if-else statements. Now, if-else statements, there's no so if means if a certain condition is met, and else is the default statement if none of the mentioned conditions are met. And let's just go through how you make an if-else statement. So as you guys can see, I made a file called if-else. Now let's just get right into it. So first we're gonna take an input because we need something to work on. And let's say we're gonna ask the user how they are. Say how is equal to input. Let's say how are you? So we want to see how the user is. How are you? Now let's make the if-else statement. So first you write if, then you put the condition that you want to be met. So let's say we want them to say, oh, and by the way, in Python, because it normally takes a lot of time, because Python it's a string, so it's case sensitive. So again, it's gonna take you a lot of time to put in the to make the response. It's going to take you a lot of time to write it in not only lowercase but capital as well. So in Python, there's something that you can do to create a variable. Response is equal to how dot lower. So what it does is it just makes the response lowercase. So not that important, but it just helps you save time. Now, obviously, you can't do that in an integer because integers don't exactly have a case. But when you're using string, just remember, always put this statement because it's extremely helpful. Now let's get into it. Let's put if is equal to if response, which is and equal to good. So that's a certain condition that we laid out. Now let's say this condition isn't met, but it's quite likely that they're gonna give another response like fine. Now how do you do that? So you put another condition. As long as one of the conditions is satisfied, whatever's in the if statement is going to happen. If response is equal to good or response, you need to mention again and again which variable you're talking about. Fine. So here we can write fine. Then or you can do this as many times as you want. Equal to great. Or response is equal to good. Okay. Then you can say print that's great because they're fine. That's good. So now we've laid out one condition, but let's say if they say they're not that good and we still want to respond, what are we gonna do? So for this, in most programming languages, it's called the else if statement, but in Python, you just call it elif. It's just a shorter version. Response, and then we can write another bunch of conditions. Is equal to bad, or response is equal to not fine, or response is equal to not good. And you write input y. Obviously, we're not going to write another if-else statement because it's going to take a lot of time. and then we can just write print OIC, or let's just put a comma there. Then let's say none of these statements is met. Then what are we gonna do? Now, if you haven't put in what I'm gonna put in here, it's just gonna skip to what's next in the code. But normally in Python, what you put is an else statement. It's the default statement, and none of the conditions are met, that this is what's gonna happen. Then we can say print invalid input, and then we can let's see if the code works. So now if we run the code, we write how are you? Great. That's great. Then let's run it again. Let's say we just put in anything random. As you can see, it's gonna say invalid input. And just to prove that the lowercase thing works, if we put bad, and obviously we've not put like a capital bad here, it's still gonna say why, because like I said, we put in the lowercase thing. Now here we can respond. Let's say my dog died. I hope this doesn't happen to any of you, but let's just write that. So as you guys can see, that's what if-else statements are. And in the next video, we actually are going to be discussing inputs, functions and return statements. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. That was it for today. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and click the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified of my next video. Leave your questions in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time.